Hey, hello YouTube friends. Just want to do a little update. Um, really thought about not doing this video, but then I started thinking, why not? It might help somebody. Um, as you can see, the tank is looking pretty good. At least I think so. But that wasn't the case last week. Um, I don't know if you guys know, you guys from all over the country, so you may or may not know. Hurricane Hermine hit in the place where I live in Florida, and it caused power outages for thousands of residents of the city where I live. Um, so I just want to shoot a video on how my tank survived the power outage. And I know there are other videos out there that address preparation, but I'm a member of a couple of aquarium clubs on Facebook, on social media, and I was amazed at how many people are not aware of what to do during a power outage, what to do to prepare for a power outage, just in disbelief. And many of us, we invest a lot of time, money, and even emotion. I mean, you get attached to your fish, but certainly time and money into your aquarium, only to lose your fish. And if you've grown them out from small, that could be very expensive. Not to mention, you just don't want your pets to die unnecessarily. So just wanted to briefly just let you know what I did, and if it can help somebody, fine. If not, if you already know the stuff, great. The first thing I did was, when I knew the hurricane was coming, I did a big water change. Actually, the day of. We were released from work like at 12:30. I came home after running around getting supplies. In fact, I was probably better prepared for the fish than I was for myself. But came home after running around, did a big water change, filled up some buckets of clean water, because you know what, extended power outages, sometimes the water is contaminated. So I did save up some water for a future water change, and I ran these battery operated bubblers. If you don't have these, go out and get them. They run anywhere from 10 to 15 bucks. They're in your Walmart or whatever type of store you have like that has a fishing section. You can get them very easily. They run on D batteries. That's the other thing. Get your batteries now. Here, batteries were hard to come by because people were getting them for flashlights in preparation for the hurricane. So get you some D batteries and store those up. Get you some of these aerators and have them ready to go. I also mentioned, I had buckets of water. Did a big water change. Didn't feed my fish the day of. And once the power went out at 12:55 Friday morning, I went with my aerators, and the batteries actually lasted until Sunday morning around 3 a.m. when my power came back on. So I went over 2 days without power. The batteries lasted. I had backup batteries, but I really didn't need them. But it's always good to have more than what you need. So I did that. Made it through okay. So I'm really happy about that, and happy I could do this video on a happy note. But I learned some things too along the way. Even though I was able to provide aeration, I knew not to feed the fish. I had water ready. And after the hurricane was over, saw a video from Inquisitive Fish Guy who talked about testing your tap water. I tested my tap water before refilling my buckets after the hurricane was over. Also stopped by my local fish store, and they hit me to something that I was a little bit concerned about that I couldn't do while I didn't have power. I couldn't actually filter my water. Your filter shut off. So they told me about this thing. Get you a sponge filter, or the kind you want. This is like $10.99. Run that with your battery operated aerator. That way your tank is being filtered and you're getting aeration. Another YouTube poster that posted one of these videos earlier, and I knew he was posting some good information. I should have listened to him. I think it was Adam C, who mentioned about the Hurricane 5S battery operated aerator that you plug in. I guess it runs by electricity until the electricity is shut off, and then it kicks into battery. I'm going to be looking into that because, like he mentioned in his video, if you're not there, you can't make the switch with the aerators I just showed you. I put these in the tank once the power went out, but if I had been out of town, like I thought about doing, that could have been bad, so I'm going to look into that. And I think it costs somewhere like $90, so that's a lot more than the 10 to 15 of the ones I just showed you, but I think it's well worth it. And let me just show you why I think it's worth it. I don't want to take you too much of a tour of my place here, see a mess, but I'm going to show you something here. If you don't think it's worth it, then just look at this. This was a post from a young lady, I don't want to show any names, from our area, who lost these beautiful haps because she didn't have any way to aerate her tank. That's 9 nice haps. And I've seen these fish in some of your aquariums, and I've complimented you on them and told you how nice they were, and they are nice. And I know you guys are very proud of them. So what I would say to you is, don't take a chance. Be as prepared as you can, and just get ready for any power outages, whether it's tornadoes in your area, hurricanes here, or whatever type of power outage. I'm going to be looking into that Hurricane 5S on Amazon, see if I can get me one, and I suggest you do as well. So once again, thanks for viewing my video, and happy fish keeping to you guys.